All right, so I've been a bit plugged up recently. Bathroom trips are not as regular, so this is what I eat for breakfast and for lunch when I'm just feeling like I need some digestive help. So usually when I feel like I need that, I make some fruit. So this morning, I'm prepping for tomorrow for work. I'm gonna make a fruit bowl for breakfast, and then I think I'm gonna make a raw vegan wrap thing I've been experimenting with for lunch. So let's get started. I think to my fruit bowl, I'm going to add, we have some pears left that need to be used. I love good hearty fruits that make me feel full. With lots of water, so we're gonna start with that. This video might be really short. But it turns out we really don't have as much fruit as I thought. We have a couple pears, and we have a jar of applesauce that we made ourselves during the summer. So I think I'm gonna bring this, and I'm gonna do some pears, and I might do almost like a yogurt bowl situation, but with all fruit. Recently, the reason I was gonna make something squashy because we have a squash, but I've been doing a lot of sprouting recently, and I have my alfalfa sprouts that are basically ready, and they smell ready to be used. So I want to make something with that, and I've started some radish as well, and I have another alfalfa one starting. So I'm trying to use up a lot of these sprouts that we got going. Normally, when I just kind of feel like my digestion needs a little bit of help, I like to do heavy fruit because it has a lot of fiber, a lot of water. Both of those things keep you regular, keep you feeling light and good. And I just find that when I eat a heavy fruit breakfast, like basically all fruit in the morning, it really speeds things up and I feel really light. And I feel hungry shortly after if I've kind of been struggling to feel that. So I guess the concept here, one of my favorite things, actually it's like fruit cereal. So I just use fruit as the cereal and then something for the sauce. Sometimes actually what I do in this, a lot of times I make banana ice cream with frozen bananas, and then I put that in the fruit, and that kind of makes like the milk. I have all this fresh applesauce that we canned last year, and no one's really been using it a ton, so I'm gonna start using it as like a milk in my fruit cereal. Which might sound depressing, but I promise I love eating this way. It just makes me feel really good. But I'm on a time crunch. It's 8:54. What's up, Dad?
What's up, girl?
Anyways, I forget what I was just saying. This one's been in the fridge for a while. It is now moldy. Don't eat moldy applesauce. Lucky for me, we got a lot of that, where that came from. So I'm gonna open a new one of these. Smells fantastic. One thing that I cannot live without is bananas. So I'm gonna do a banana, which are a little bit greener than I would like. I like a good sweet banana. I'm gonna go for this anyways because I can't help myself. It's 9 o'clock and I like to be done making all of my food for the next day by like 9 o'clock. So this has gotta be quick. All right, so far I have a couple pears, a banana in there, and that's like looking pretty good. I don't want anything insane or super heavy. So we got a couple blueberries. My mom likes these though, so I'm just gonna do like a couple. It's like the garnish. To make it look colorful, it's a little bit white looking. Anyways, that's like close to it. I feel like this is good for just a lighter breakfast. And then I'm probably gonna use almost this entire thing, if not the whole thing. I quite frequently just throw super random things like this together. When it's late and I need food, I think, what type of food do I want to eat? If it's fruits, I'm gonna throw it together in the randomest and laziest way possible. And I always experiment, and like honestly, this looks really bomb to me. I have pretty interesting food tastes, my friends and family would say. I don't really care though, like stuff like this, man, I eat this up. I'm thinking I want to put a little bit of spices on it though. I'm gonna do a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg, because I feel like pears and bananas both give off like a warm winter spice, and it's freezing here. It's like -15 without wind chill, so 13 -13. This makes it feel warm. That's about it for tomorrow morning.
Constipation-friendly foods?
Exactly. I think I'm just gonna add this entire thing in because there's not a ton left. So actually there was a bit left. We don't add any sugar to our applesauce. We just straight sauce some apples, and it's really good. This is breakfast tomorrow. Now I'm gonna get on to lunch. It's 9 o'clock. This has gotta be quick. This will clean you out. The fiber, the water, you're gonna be set. All right, now I'm gonna make my lunch. I'm gonna be making a raw vegan style wrap. I'm not raw vegan, like fully raw vegan, but I do like to eat as much raw food as possible because I feel really good, and I like to eat what makes me feel good. So I have, I'll show you guys these. I slightly over dehydrated these, but I make these raw vegan wrap shells. Oh, it smells so good. I haven't tried this recipe yet. Basically just put a bunch of vegetables on the silicone tray and you dehydrate it, and it forms into like this pliable sheet, and you just fill it kind of like a burrito. So I'm gonna be having this for lunch because I have a bunch of sprouts and these go really good in here. When you pull it off here, it's like usually slightly sticky and tacky, which is good for wrapping it, and so you store them on here and they keep really well. As you can see, they're kind of breaking because I overcooked them a little bit. So we're just gonna be working with what we got. So I'm gonna peel it off of here, flip it, and you normally fill it on the side that was touching the silicone. You wanna make sure that all of my dipped vegetables, most of them are pre-washed, so they're still kind of a little bit wet. You don't want them to be super wet because it can make the wrap fall apart or be a little bit soggy. The recipes for these wraps, I get these all from Lisa from Raw Food Romance. Her stuff is amazing. I bought the plant-based bundle a couple years ago, which had her hand salads recipe in it, and it's incredible. I actually have a plant-based bundle that's on sale right now, which I'm definitely considering getting. And I like to fill them basically all the way to the corner. My lunches, I always aim to get a pound of non-starchy vegetables in my lunch. That is my goal. This wrap shell itself has like a pound. But I also I want a fresh pound, which is really actually not as much as people think, but I've kind of been on a weight loss journey for the past couple years, and just ensuring that I get my pound of vegetables has been an absolute game changer for me. I love vegetables and I don't feel like I have to force feed myself. So anyways, I love it and I just keep on doing it. So I'm gonna put some green onion in there. I'm gonna do a little bit of cabbage. I really just throw random stuff, like whatever's in the fridge, whatever calls my name as I'm cooking, that's what I do. I'm gonna do an avocado because I don't have a sauce right now. I usually keep tahini dressing in the fridge, but I ate it all. So I'm gonna make a little guacamole spread. I just realized we don't have any cilantro. I do have a little bit of mint, so I'm gonna put in a couple leaves in there. I'm just a fan of any herb. I think it makes everything taste 10 times better. I'm just gonna go with a buttload of dill. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the spices. I like a lot. I'm gonna just squeeze this lime. These are like the best things ever because you can get all the lime juice. I hate it when I see people in videos just squeezing a lemon or a lime because you get like half the juice. Unfortunately, I try to not eat after 8 p.m. so I will not be tasting this. So hopefully it tastes good. Now I'm just going to assemble. I'm gonna bring my wrap here, grab some of my sprouts. Oh, these things are good. Oh my goodness. Oh. Sprouts are such a good thing to do in the winter because when you don't have a ton of greens, you can grow so many sprouts. Like this is just 2 tablespoons of alfalfa sprouts. I just put a ton on my wrap and I barely even made a dent into the jar. I'm just gonna continue to let this going. I'll probably put it in the fridge tonight because I think it's pretty ready. Actually, I'm gonna roll the sprouts over. I'm gonna put my sauce in the middle and then put the sprouts back over top just so the sauce isn't seeping into the wrap overnight. There's our bowl clean, our wrap filled. Now I'm just gonna roll these sprouts right on top of all that avocado goodness. Then we're gonna roll it up. I'm hoping this doesn't break. My wrap, like I said, is a little bit fragile. Start with this. Roll her over. Not bad, not bad, not bad. A little crunchy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is a terrible example of what a good raw wrap can look like. Wow, this is probably the worst possible YouTube video I ever could have planned. But you know what? It's still gonna taste really, really good. So I'm just gonna take some saran wrap and try and salvage as much of this as I can. And just like that, you're absolutely perfect. This is exactly what you want your wrap to look like. And there you go. Even if it's not perfect, it ain't pretty. Oh, I dehydrated these veggie burgers the other day. They're really good, but I'll leave that off for today. Here's my wrap for tomorrow. It's as good as it's gonna get, but you know what? It's still gonna be delicious. So I got my lunch and I got my breakfast. This is what I eat if I want a very high fiber day and I just want things that are gonna be super easy on my digestion. Well, this might be hard on somebody's digestion, but I've built up to eating a lot of produce, so I feel like it's good. Lots of fruits, applesauce that's gonna go down really easily, and then a really, really nice veggie wrap with a great sauce, some fats in there, that aids your stool. That is what I prepare for a breakfast and a lunch. Try these recipes out and have fun in the kitchen. Bye.